The airflow is better than the Nautilus. Blah. Gonna do this again.
They wanna say it's a war outside, the bomb on the street.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to WackedOUT ECIG. My bed is a mess. I look a mess because I just woke up, and I filmed this entire review and forgot to hit record. So I'm tired now. I have a lot of nicotine in me because I've been vaping a lot, and now I have to do this all over again. So at least the information is fresh in my head, but yeah, this isn't going to be the happiest review, even though I wanted it to be, because I'm fully impressed by both of the things I'm going to talk about. So this is the iFree20 by FreeMax, and it is my new favorite tank. So without wasting any of your time or any more of mine, let's go down up close and take a look at it. Okay, so in front of us we have 3 iFree20 tanks by FreeMax. So yes, they do come in a bunch of different colors. They also come in stainless, which is a good basic one if you don't want any other colors. I haven't seen one in black, but I suppose they might be doing one. So what I want to show you is just the basic setup. So down here you have adjustable airflow, and it's the same there. But at the top I have my own drip tip in there that you've probably seen in other videos, but here there's adjustable airflow in the drip tip as well. And this is just a massive drip tip. So with the red one you get another massive drip tip, but there's no adjustable airflow, but you do get adjustable airflow in the bottom. So honestly, I think FreeMax just fuck off with these big ass drip tips. We don't need them. I don't think anyone really needs them. I mean, the adjustable airflow in the tip is kind of understandable in a smaller kind of tank that you need more airflow, but to be honest, I never liked it out of all the times I've tried it, and I've just kept my own drip tip on there. So yeah, this white one I think looks great. It's like a rubberized painting or rubberized coating on it, which is very nice, similar to like what the old Eagle batteries would be like, or if now you know what the Vapor Sharks feel like, that kind of thing. One thing is that they are Eagle threaded, so if you have something like a bigger mod, you're gonna need this adapter, which used to be readily available when Eagle threading was the big thing, but now I think they're a bit harder to come by. But if you have an ice stick, they come with it, so that's nice to see. So the adjustable airflow is, there's quite a lot of airflow. You can see right through there, the airflow is pretty big, and this closes off and opens. There's one on each side, and this is actually very, like, it's smooth to turn, but if you get liquid into it, it's going to just loosen up really quickly, which is not the worst thing, but I would prefer if it just stayed kind of, just keep it dry so it doesn't move around too much. The drip tip comes out, you get a, good spot for it, sits in there pretty well. Opening it up, your coil, since it's a bottom coil, your coil is going to be covered in liquid once you take it off. You have the basic bottom fill kind of thing going on there. It holds about 1 mil or like 1.5 mil, like the old style Claromizers. And here is this coil, which is pretty amazing. So those are pretty big juice channels. You get 2 of them. If they had 3 of them, maybe even it would be even better. So you can see DVC, which I guess is dual vertical coil, 1.5 ohms, 6 watts to 20 watts, which is pretty accurate. And then, just like a rubber grommet or something. I'm not sure why they put the rubber grommet there, but it hasn't really affected. And see, now I'm getting juice all over my finger because this design, it just kind of, it's a messy way of doing it because it's the old style, there's no top fill or anything. One good thing about these coils and the coil heads is that they are interchangeable with the Aspire K1 BVC coils, and I think that is just fantastic, especially the fact that these coils aren't readily available on the market yet that I've seen. I think it's pretty fantastic that you can just switch it out for a K1 BVC coil, which previously could only go up to like, what, 10 watts maybe? I don't know. I didn't really vape them that much, but they weren't very good in the K1. When you put them in this, I vaped it at 20 watts. So yeah, I'm gonna fill this up, just top it up and show you how simple it is to do it. And the juice I'm going to be using is this heavenly stuff. Mistress Eleanor by Cold Turkey. This stuff is, I call it heavenly. This stuff really is heavenly. I mean, this is the main bottle it comes in. It can't even fit on here. Let me see if I can rest it down. It's like a flask style thing. I'll show you it more in the up close, but it also comes in a big ass box. And yeah, this stuff is a banana bread e-liquid, and holy shit, this is on par with 12 Monkeys Orangs for my favorite juice. This is just, it's incredible. So anyway, filling this up, you know, it's very simple. It's the old style. You have to be careful your first time filling it because especially with these newer tanks, you get so used to filling up just dumping liquid in something, but since this doesn't hold that much, you can't go overboard without it flooding. So yeah, that's it there. We'll pop it on the mod and go back up. See how she vapes. Okay, so there wasn't much to see in that up close because it is a very simple tank. The one thing that stands out, I guess, is the fact that it has massive drip tips, which are completely unnecessary. FreeMax, chuck those out and put in a skinnier drip tip. Just do it. That really pisses me off. I don't think it needed that. They're trying to blend too much of the sub-ohm tanks into something that's not a sub-ohm tank, but it's replaceable and you can put in your own drip tip, so it's not that bad, right? Second thing, it has adjustable airflow, which is nothing new either, but it's done really well. And something that really needed adjustable airflow is these small tanks. The airflow is much better than the Nautilus or the Nautilus Mini, in my opinion. I can take a lung hit, but it's not going to be like a very airy lung hit. It's going to be quite tight and restricted, but it's just a nice relaxing vape. You don't need to pull too hard on it. You just kind of need to breathe slowly. The coils that it comes with blew me away. So they have huge juice flow holes, which is great because I can wick like up to 80% VG. I think the liquid I'm vaping now is probably around probably 70 at least VG, so it's pretty thick, but it vapes it so well. I'm getting decent clouds off of it, and I'm vaping this at 19 watts. It's recommended to vape from 6 to 20, but honestly I find unless you get up to 18, you're not vaping it to its full potential. But either way, 18 watts, you're getting a really nice vape. This is 19 right now, and you saw how it vaped. So another thing that goes with the not sub-ohm coil and the low wattage is, although I can get a warmish vape, now I'm not sure if warmish is a word, but I don't care. It's quite warm. The vape is pretty warm because it is a small chamber, small tank, and at 19 to 20 watts, it's going to be quite warm. But the flavor is phenomenal, and with a 1.5 ohm coil on this iStick 50 watt, the vape lasts me about, well, the battery lasts me about 4 days. When's the last time you had a setup that lasted you 4 days? Probably never, maybe, unless you had one of the original MVPs that you went up from a tiny little Ego battery, if you remember those times. But yeah, this is just bringing me back to that. I can bump this down to basically no airflow, get a really nice mouth to lung hit. But unless you have a higher nicotine content, it's not going to be that satisfying. At least it's not for me. So with a 3 milligram liquid, I like to just open up the airflow and get a nice relaxing lung hit. It's very nice. So you've heard me gush about this tank, which is my new favorite tank. I vape this all day, every day, especially the fact that the battery lasts me forever. I know that I can just pick this up pretty much at any time, take it out for the day, and it's going to last me the day. I think that's amazing. Yes, it is a very small capacity, so you're going to want to walk around with a bottle of liquid. And this is where the transition comes into the liquid. If you're looking for a new favorite liquid, this stuff, Mistress Eleanor. So it doesn't come in this bottle. It actually comes in this. which is like a flask, you know, like an old pirate kind of thing. I love this this bottle, but the one thing about this is it's sealed with this kind of like this grommet, and it's not actually sealed. So it comes in this box. I'll get it. It comes in this box, which is really nice, amazing packaging. A note from Jack in 1882. I don't exactly know what the story behind this liquid is. I'll need to talk to Vince from Cold Turkey so he can explain it to me. But yeah, it's a really nice box, really nice packaging. In this spot here, you get the unicorn bottle that you can use. And it just sits in here. But I left it in there for a week or two. And when I came back, this thing is still soaking. And it smells like banana bread, which is this flavor, but it smells delicious. But I lost about 30 mils of juice, and that almost made me cry, because I'm almost pretty confident in saying this is the best liquid I've ever tried, and that means a lot because I've tried a lot of liquid. So what this costs is, I think it's $50 for 100 mils, and that is like a lot. 50 bucks for liquid is quite a lot of money, but you're getting 100 mils of possibly the best liquid you'll ever try, and I think that's a great deal. At very, very high temperatures, you're tasting full-on banana bread. You're getting the mouthfeel of the bread and everything. It is phenomenal. If I was dripping this at a very high temperature, I could finish this bottle possibly 3 days, maybe. I think about 3 days I could definitely kill this bottle. But I've been trying to conserve it. I've tried not to vape too much of it because it is so good, and I lost about 30 mils of it. So that made me really sad. But if you get a chance, the link will be in the description. Go to Cold Turkey and get yourself a bottle of this juice because it is phenomenal. It is so good. So yeah, besides from that juice and this tank, that's all I had to say. I went from dripping at like 80 watts every day to using rebuildable tanks and sub-ohm tanks. Not really sub-ohm tanks, but if they were there, I would use them. Now I can use this every day of my life and be satisfied. And I think that's very impressive, and I think more reviewers should be reviewing this. Slight rant, I'll try not to go off on a bit. Reviewers, I'm talking to you. You need to review this kind of stuff. I don't want to see you guys denying this stuff because you think that people aren't going to watch the videos. These are what smokers need. They don't need any more sub-ohm tanks. They just don't need it. They don't need it to quit smoking. This is all they need. In my opinion, this is all they need. So yeah, if you're a store, I recommend carrying this if you cater to the smoker. If you want the smoker to quit and switch to vaping, try out these tanks. They're compatible with the Aspire K1 coils. So even though this isn't readily available, I don't know where to find this yet. You can get one of these at some point and then pick up a bunch of Aspire K1 coils to use in a pinch if you need them. And in the K1, you can only go up to maybe like 12 watts, and that's pushing it. In here, you can bump it up to 18 to 20 watts and have a phenomenal vape as well. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.
Yeah.